Hello friends, welcome to BTech Java Programming Tutorial 3. In the previous tutorial, I explained how to write your first program, which is hello world. I said you type system capital letter S because Java is case sensitive. System print out, that means system.out.print hello world, and I told you sentence you are printing must be in double quote. Now in this tutorial, I will move a step ahead from our hello world to variables. Now variables are used to store data. Some data you may not want to repeat them. Let's say 243. You will be using 243 like 10 times in your programming. Instead of going in every stage you'll be writing 243, you can store 243 with a variable. Now there are several types of variable. We have integer, we have float, we have char, and we have string, and so much. We have a lot of variables. We have so much variables. As we move on in these tutorials, I'll be explaining some of other variables. Now integer is used to store data, numbers. Now any number from 0 to 1 to 9, it can store as 44, 77, 66, 88. Any number that has nothing to do with decimal, integer is used to store them, while float is used to store number with decimals. When you say 5.77 can be stored using float, 8.99. Any number that has to do with decimal is stored with float. Char is used to store letters like letter K, letter Y, letters O. Char are used to store letters, while string are used to store sentence, combination of letters like I am a boy. I am a boy can be stored with a string. String is the only one that can be used to store I am a boy. Now I will show you example of each of these variables. Now I'll start with int. Int, let me say int a. The syntax goes like this: int a equals to 60. Now a is a variable name that will save this data. A is a variable name which is used to store this data. Int is a variable type, a is a variable name, and this is a data which is stored. Now I will go ahead and print a. If I print a, what I should see is 60 because a is declared as 60. Now I'll write a here. Now you can see that my a is not in double quote. It's not. If I put it as double quote, I have mean another thing entirely. I mean letter a now, but if I remove it double quote, I mean variable a. So let me print a and see the result. So you can see result is 60. That means our variable a is 60. Now I would go ahead again and say system.out.print the answer is a. Now if I didn't declare a as variable, here I will write 60. I will also go ahead again and write 60 here, which can be stressful sometimes when you are writing large or long program. So instead I'll say a, and here too I'll say a. Now if I run the program, you see, okay, let me You see the first one is 60. You see 60, the answer is 60. So A is 60, the answer is 60. So that is an integer. Now let me show you a float. Let's say float 5, float B equals to 5.5. Now for you to differentiate between integer and float, let me say 62 is 60.88 and this is 4. Now I'll print A and I will print, let me see, now and I'll say float B. Now now I want to print A and B, so we'll now see the difference between float and integer. Okay, there's a little error. You see, all right, when you are writing your float, you must always put it like this: float B equals to float 6 point this. So let me go ahead and rewrite it, because this must be integer, cannot be stored with decimal. That's why it is underlining an error. So let's run the program. So you can see integer A 60, y float B 6.45. So you can also play with others like character, now in the sense of character it should be one single quote. I'll just say A. So you can see character gives us K. So that is character. So in the next tutorial I will show us some more examples on variables, and we'll go ahead and do some arithmetic with variable. Thanks for watching. Do well to subscribe to my channel BTech Micro Pro, and also contact us at btechelectronics1@gmail.com or btechelect.blogspot.com. Thank you.